life. Everything is great. Not perfect, but great. Everything is not like you want it, but there's every other aspects in your life that are manageable, that are okay, and that outweigh those parts that are not good. Then out of nowhere, life hits you. That has been my story these 2.5 months, last 2.5 months. Going along life. Everything's not perfect, but those things that are perfect or imperfectly perfect outweigh those things that are not perfect and that are not good and that are not going the way I wanted them to go. And then out of nowhere, life hit me in almost every aspect of my life. And it's something I have been struggling with for the last 2.5 months. It has not been easy. I don't understand why. Some of the things, most of the things that I am going through, I believe, and I think are out of my control. For the most part, there are some situations where I can make the choice of whether to stay or leave. But it's hard making the choice to leave because you are dependent on that one thing. I'll just spell it out. Case in point, my job. The job, this whole thing within the world has affected everyone. And I know at the beginning of this happening, I said that I was happy for this break. I was okay with this break because I needed it from my full-time job. And which I did, and then I had 1.5 other jobs to lean back on. And I was doing well financially and ironically, mentally, without having been or going to that full-time job of mine. And going back, having to go back has not been easy. It has not been easy. I thought with the break that we had that things would get better, things would have gotten better, and it hadn't. It hasn't. I feel like there has been a lot put on me because of my worth ethic. But it's a lot. It's a lot. You feel like you're doing a whole lot and not getting the return for what you are doing, for the work you're putting in. And essentially, that full-time job has affected the 1.5 jobs that I was dependent on when I didn't have the full-time job. So it's been hard. There's been some other things in my life that I have been going through and dealing with. And don't know why, and trying to understand why. And it's just, this whole last 2.5 months has just been a lot of asking why to God, and a lot of not understanding what He's doing in my life and in the world. I don't understand why us as African Americans, as people of color, we are targeted the way we are. And although I am a proud African American young woman, it hurts to see my people go through what they are going through on a global scale. And it hurts to see what is happening in my own backyard, in the country that I call home. A country that my ancestors were brought to, that we didn't ask to be here, but we are here, and the ancestors of those who don't want us here are the reason, most of the reason why we are here. So I don't understand. There's a lot of not understanding in my life right now. But in all of that, I still believe in God, still love God, even though I don't understand what He's doing. I am just trying to trust the process. I am. It's hard though. It's really hard trying to trust the process. But there have been those in my life that God has sent through this time to try to encourage me, to pray for me, to keep my spirits up. And I thank God for those people. I ask that He blesses those people, whatever they need. I ask that He gives it to them. Those who I know have been praying for me, those who I don't know. And because of everyone who I don't know, I'm not going to name any names. You know who you are. And I thank you. And I just hope that you get what you need in life because of what you have given me in this time. There are 3 things that my 3 pastors have said in the last 3 weeks that can be used as takeaways or encouragement to keep on. One was, there will be a miracle that will come out of all of this, not just for me, but for you, for the world, for this country. And just to keep on going. And then the third thing is to ask, what shape are you in? So that is all that I have. And I hope you take heed to that, to know that a miracle will come out of this. Thank you, Pastor Granger, for that word. That to keep on going. Thank you, Pastor Riddick, for that word. And take a look and sit in your quiet space, like Pastor Schuyler said, and try to figure out what shape are you in. I have shared all of those, or I will share all of those on my Facebook timeline, so you can listen to those sermons and glean what you need from it, and to see what I have gleaned from it, and see if you feel the same way or you get something different. So enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your week. Be the daylight in someone else's life and enjoy the daylight in yours.